So I want to talk about how do I put this? The illegal immigration of these Indian, Pakistani, these third world migrants, okay? And just break down real quick why it's never going to work out and we shouldn't be fucking importing them. The corporations do not want to raise the wages of the American people, plus there's all the other shit going on, population. For whatever fucking reason, they've decided it is more efficient to move in slaves from the other world, and they figure as long as they put them in fucking Texas, they're never going to go anywhere, right? Because they don't have cars. Neglecting the fact that these guys, walk thousands of miles. I mean, I've walked across the fucking country. So, not having a car is, that's how retarded these fucking elite people are. They treat cars like they're floating vehicles between floating cities. And anyone without a vehicle could never, ever fucking find themselves somewhere else. Which is, cars didn't exist 100 years ago and there's still people traveling all over the world, you dumb fucks. Right? When I say dumb fucks, I'm talking specifically to the supposed geniuses that are creating our technology, when in reality they are creating nothing and are acting simply as a manufacturing arm of a foreign nation who's creating all this stuff, who's created all this stuff, a lot of this stuff, right? Not all of it, a lot of it, right? And they really ought to stop. They really ought to stop because, I understand the idea. We're all going to take the Pakistanis over here, and they won't mind working, and that'll free up Americans to have more time. No, it's not. It's going to put us in the fucking war. Because you want to help them settle, you can't just dump them in the street. Then they'll starve to death. There's nothing for them to fucking eat. We'll just be Pakistan all over again. So they want to give them the food card, right? But the rest is that food card is more fucking food. They're already rich. Now all they have to do is walk around and rip off the fucking locals. And talk about how their society's fucking better, so they deserve to be here because their society's better. And if we just listen to Allah, they could just rearrange everything, right? Because they feel like all this shit is free. They are fucking retards. They think this is magic or like Asgard, right? Really imagine you're a dirt farmer in fucking Pakistan who has never seen anything of Western society other than maybe a cracked cell phone. You shit in a fucking hole. You barely ever seen a fucking tree. And then you take that motherfucker and he has no knowledge of history. He's never been educated in his history, in your history, in anybody's fucking history. And you take that guy and you put him in America and you just sit him in the middle of America. And you protect him. If he rapes a woman, well, that's just his culture. This is what happened in Europe. You know what I mean? And it's just guys, you really think that guy's gonna go get a job at McDonald's and stay he has no need to do that, or desire to do that, or could probably even understand how to use the fucking machines without an excessive amount of fucking training. And because he perceives all this shit as free, like the cargo cults, he's gonna be stealing from the company too. Unless he thinks he's gonna get killed, right? And so it's just this shit has to stop. This has to stop. I mean, it sucks that all of us starve to death, but we didn't create that problem. Americans did not create that problem. Bill Gates created that problem. Steve Jobs created that fucking problem. The politicians created that problem, not Americans. So it's not our job to allow our children to be abused and our business to be run down and our sisters to be fucking raped because Bill Gates and Steve Jobs did an oopsie and fucking created a bunch of starving people. That's not our fucking job. It's their job to get hung for doing what they did. And it's our job possibly to hang them. But it's not our job to deal with a fucking literal flood of sub 30 fucking sub-Saharan IQ retards stealing, raping, and murdering and telling us we're all fucking dumb and we should bow to them because they're chosen people. Right? Right? It's not our karma to deal with that. Right? It's going to become our responsibility, which sucks. But technically, the people that fall for that are the people who are responsible, not Americans. Okay? Microsoft, Apple, China, not our problem. If they starve to death, they starve to death, And I've seen people going up, and like I said, I've changed my mind on the whole Israel-Palestine. I still think the IDF suck dick because, they come over here with the same attitude the Pakistanis, only they've been Western armed, and they're like, we're soldiers. We're the super hyper warriors of the Israeli fucking elite. You're a fucking thug goon who shoots kids with guns that were given to you, right? You are not a, yes, do mass exterminations need to happen because of Microsoft and China and Bill Gates and abortion? Yeah, it's just going to happen naturally no matter what. So it's hard. Once you realize that the male population disparity is so high, it's hard to be mad about that. But their fucking attitude, dude, they should not be coming over here. Right? Because they perceive the Americans who gave them their fucking weapons, who gave them their fucking training, what little fucking training they have, as the same. They perceive us the same way they perceive the Palestinian kids that they've been shooting in the head and they're just waiting for their chance to do it here, right? They come from multi-generations of colonial indoctrination right now, okay? And these IDF fucks cannot cannot figure it the fuck out, dude. And like, they're gonna go too, you know what I mean? And some people are gonna be happy, but it's just like, yeah, dude, if I hope this reaches some type of fucking spot with Israelis. If you're over here thinking you're a fucking hard ass in the birthland of the weaponry that gave you the power over your neighbors when you are a little better than them, you're almost exactly the fucking same in reality. It's just your forebears, however, met us first and so benefited first and then lied about all their fucking neighbors. Oh, we're being conquered and we're all compassionate and try to help you out. You know, and it's just like, plus, you know, it's convenient for us. You guys are like pro-pedophilia and we like trying to get rid of the death penalty. So we sent all the pedophiles. We should have just shot these motherfuckers, guys. We really should have just shot these motherfuckers. What did you think was going to happen if you made like the fucking pedophile utopia on Earth? You think they're going to stay in there? How are they supposed to keep existing if they don't come out and get some kids from time to time? Okay, pedophile utopias are no good for the planet. I think that's the lesson we've all fucking learned from this little fucking experiment.